Hello, my name is Preston Walker, President and CEO of Simply Humanity. I come before you today to express a passion of mine, which is to help save our black colleges and universities. I want you to know that there is hope for saving our colleges from their financial ruin. There's hope for starting all over again, anew, and enhancing our existing curriculum. And this can be done for as long as we come together as a people, as one. Again, we can save our black colleges and universities by coming together as one people. Utilizing our resources will solve the financial distress that our universities, our black colleges and universities, are currently experiencing today. Let me share with you an idea that I worked so diligently on. It's an ideal that I believe will give us the success that we need as a people to help save our colleges that are on the verge of closing their doors. Now, black college is very important, and the history behind the black college is extremely important. For it is a direct result of what you and I are capable of doing. Slaves, our own ancestors, dreamed dreams that took them from the place of being enslaved. It took them from the point in which they were working in the fields, and they imagined, some of them did, imagined someday being able to learn, someday being able to provide a classroom setting for our own, so that we could have equal rights. And it was the slaves that dreamed these dreams that later on came to being. That's right. Their dream of starting an institution actually came to fruition. Well, I'm here to tell you today that I will never give up on my ancestors' dream. I would never not do my best to help save our colleges and the history that goes with it. I love that history because that history is encouraging to me, and I know it's encouraging to you. I want you to know that we are all angels of legacy. And this can be proven through a plan that I derived called a consortium plan. It's the consortium plan. The ideal behind the consortium plan is very practical, but it is powerful in the sense that for as long as we have numbers, for as long as we as a people come together, as a community at large come together and join hands surrounding saving the black colleges and institutions, we too can be successful like our ancestors. We, the people of today, can actually save education the way that you and I received it. We can actually save that education, keep it in place for our own children and the other youth in the community today. Now, education is important. Education is extremely important. It's the only way that we are able to realize our goals. It's the only way that we are able to realize our dreams. And there's nothing more than helping someone and setting out the provisions for our young people to be able to realize their dreams. That is very gratifying. And it's important because I would like to see our young people grow. I would like to see our young people actually do what I thought was impossible. This is what I mean by that. Do things or set out a plan through the consortium idea that will help our young people accomplish goals, realize their dreams in ways that are different from what's received in a classroom setting. I think that through the consortium plan, and it will be organized as such, we should create workshops that will focus on ideals of our youth. And through these workshops, we will receive these ideals, we will nurture these ideals, and grow these ideals to the market. That's right. I think that there are several ways that we as a people can come together and should come together to help those that are behind us, the adolescents and the youth that are not receiving the same type of education that you and I were privileged to receive. There are ways that we can still make it to where they are successful using their minds, their talents, and their dreams, helping them realize their dreams. That's very important. And through the consortium plan that I am talking about implementing at every institution, Black college and university, we shall have workshops that will nurture these dreams and mentor these young people. Now, the consortium, or the goal of the consortium plan, is simply to help the HBCUs rebound from their current debt matters. And this dream can actually be realized through creating a consortium. The primary consortium is thought to have satellite locations on or near the ground of every campus. Each consortium established would have a different feature helpful to drive and encourage people of the community at large to participate in fundraisers to help save a local HBCU. The objective of each consortium group would be to strategize for ways to innovate the curricula of the college or university and to develop fundraisers to help maintain the operations of the institution. Additionally, the objective is to establish through the consortium group an executive financial directory board whose responsibility would be to provide financial stability and advice for each college or university. The executive financial board will perform an audit of the college's records periodically with the prevention of financial hardship or financial ruin of the institution as its focal point. Expanding on the objectives of the Executive Financial Board would be to establish ways to keep all of our HBCUs cutting edge by developing innovative schools to improve their curricula in order to help target minorities. The consortium group's vision would be to establish a Hispanic school and or curricula in all HBCUs to bridge the gap between the African American and the Hispanic cultures. The consortium board would also assist the colleges and universities with staying innovative with ideas and a curriculum that would be competitive with other colleges and local universities. The consortium group would promote programs in both the African American and Hispanic communities that will help to reduce the level of illiteracy in both communities. We're talking about establishing reading labs, math labs, and through these workshops that will be held in the consortium building, we're going to educate our children and our youth by concentrating on the weakness of that community. And these workshops, I imagine, will be workshops that will be free of charge. Why? Because education is priceless. It's priceless. And there's nothing more rewarding than helping someone understand. It can only help them reach their goal. It brings them closer to reaching their goals as children. And I don't know about you, but I would like for my children in the community, I would like for my culture, I would like for people in general, young people in general that are at a disadvantage, to have the same opportunities to be able to realize their goals. Realizing your goal is very important, and it can be done very easily with help, the proper help. And I'm hoping that through this consortium plan, designed to help our historical black colleges and universities, will be an excellent vehicle, an instrument that can be used to help our children in the areas in which they are weak. The reading, the math, sciences, technology. I think if our colleges and universities can be founded by slaves to educate slaves, then it can definitely be utilized, or they can definitely be utilized to educate our children that are suffering from some deficiencies in our communities at large today. The concept behind this ideal is to first ask prominent individuals in Hollywood to be pillars of the Angels of Legacy Museum, to be established in Atlanta, Georgia. For example, we would like to target people such as Oprah Winfrey, Denzel Washington, Maya Angelou, Michelle and Barack Obama. We would like to contact other actors out in Hollywood, actresses in Hollywood, directors of movies, CEOs of large companies. We want to be able to include R&B singers and rappers as well. Steve Harvey will be an excellent pillar. Some of your radio voices and will be excellent candidates for this type of program. These individuals will be pillars of the Consortium Museum. The prominent stars from Hollywood would act as pillars to the Angels of Legacy movement. Secondly, after having the aforementioned people establish themselves as participants in the fundraiser, it will then be the goal of this project to solicit donations from the community at large in the amount of $1,889. Each individual participating in the fundraiser will receive a permanent place in the museum and will forever be known as an Angel of Legacy. An Angel of Legacy is a person, an organization, group, or society that contributed that $1,889 to help save our black colleges and universities. An angel of legacy is what that donor will be called for that donation of $1,889. The donation from the community will be used to help pull our HBCUs out of financial ruin. The objective is to raise several millions in order to effectively assist each institution. The goal is to have 250,000 participants take part in the consortium movement at $1,889 a donation. If we all come together and contribute as an angel of legacy to the consortium group, to the consortium plan, to the consortium museum, this will raise over $470 million. To be exact, the number is $472,250,000 that it will raise for our historical black colleges and our universities. See, we are each angels of legacy, and we each have a role to play in helping this plan become a successful one. What is interesting is this: we have the numbers as a people. What is interesting is this: where there's numbers, there's power. What is interesting is this: we can do this. We have the capacity. We have the technology. We have the resources. We have a reason to come together along with this plan to help save our historical black colleges and universities. Not only do we have a reason, we have a plan. And once there is a plan, there's possibility. Once there is a plan in place, there's actually possibility that the dream can come true, can and will come true. One person once said that ingenuity plus courage plus work equals miracles. Well, I tell you this, I believe that through this consortium plan, there is a miracle on the other side. Just as there is a rainbow after a rainstorm, we are capable. Yes, you and I, we are capable of saving our historical black colleges and universities from their financial ruin. Again, I am requesting your support in this movement. I believe that you are and can be an angel of legacy. We're not asking for funds up front. The plan will not ask for funds up front. It could be worked out through a financial plan. 6 months, 12 months, 18 months can be utilized to remit that $1,889 to help save our black colleges and universities. And with those funds, you will go down as a permanent member of the museum. And in that museum, you will have a picture of yourself. It would also list your occupation. And we will also include a bio of your life. And as part of that bio, it will be listed that you were, that you are an angel of legacy. That's an important piece of the puzzle for helping save our historical black colleges and universities that are in distress today. I think that this could be a very powerful movement. It can be an amazing movement. I believe it's one that our ancestors would love to see happen. It will probably draw them to tears to see that what they worked hard for, we were able to pick or take the baton from them and to continue on their dream that they once started way back, so that you and I could someday have education, could someday walk the halls of a courthouse and feel equal, because we ourselves were able to receive an education that is priceless. And with that education, we are able to fulfill our goals and our dreams. Now, the objective is this: to solicit everyone from the community at large to participate. We will not discriminate against anyone, for the goal is for us all to come together as one people, organized under this plan, so that we can reach our objective, which is to help save our struggling colleges and universities. Our HBCUs need to remain open, and their doors should never close. I want to reiterate that an angel of legacy can be an organization, it can be a group, it can be a team, a band, a society, or an individual. This fundraiser will target dentists, it will target doctors, it's going to target lawyers, firemen, policemen, and other blue-collar workers. It's going to target successful single-parent dads, single-parent mothers, great mothers such as mine. I would love to be able to purchase one for my mother and put her face up in that museum. And even after she is passed, my children, her grandchildren, once I have them, will be able to go to this museum and see the face of their grandmother and call upon her as an angel of legacy, outside of all the other great things she has done as a mother. I think this could be very powerful in many, many ways. Not only will it help save our colleges and universities, our black colleges and universities, but it will give us the organization. It will give us the committee we need to help save our schools. The committee we need to actually come together, a group of individuals to come together and be innovative and coming up with ideals to keep our colleges and universities on cutting edge. Most importantly, with this consortium museum being erected in the various communities near the black colleges, they will act as encouragers or some form of encouragement to the youth that dwell and live in that community. They will be able to look upon that building from the outside and say, it's because of that building and the people that are members of that consortium board that I still have the opportunity to be able to go to college at the local HBCU. That's amazing. That is incredible. And that is important to me, and I'm sure it's important to you as a community. We can save our historical black colleges that are struggling today. We have the capacity to do so. We have the plan, and we have the resources. Now, I know for certain that there are over 250,000 successful people, career-orientated people in our world or in America today, throughout our communities. We can find those individuals, whether they be in state jobs or a local commerce individual that has his or her own practice. They are there. Most importantly, and this is very notable, there are over 250,000 individuals that are successful that have graduated from our historical black colleges today. Boy, that's incredible. That is amazing to me. It may sound like it's small in number, but it's not. There may be millions of successful individuals that have graduated from black colleges and universities. But guess what? We only need 250,000 participants. However, we are encouraging more than that. But 250,000 participants will help us reach our goal. Now, I have promised myself that I would not give up on the dreams of the slave. I would not give up on the youth in our communities today. When I hear about a lot of them not being able to read, it touches my heart. And I don't want to stop at crying or feeling sorry, because crying and feeling sorry isn't going to change anything. But if I can put in motion an ideal or plan to help those children learn how to read, to help them learn how to write successfully, then I can keep open the avenue of them reaching their goals and their dreams. We can keep open the goals of our children in our communities, being able to read, write, and realizing their dreams. We can do it. Why? Because we are all angels of legacy. Now, I leave you with this, and I've heard this from a friend, and it was so good and so moving that I had to borrow it from him. There's a saying: you've only got 3 choices in life. One is to give up, the other is to give in, or give it all you got. We can give up, we can give in, or we can come together as a people and give it all we got. Now, I am dedicated to seeing this plan come to fruition. I hope, I pray, and I am hoping that you will come together as a community and support this consortium plan, the ideal of establishing a consortium museum to help save our colleges, black colleges, and universities. Again, I would not give up I will not give in. I'm going to give it all I have. And I hope that you will too. You can. You will. You can and you will. We will be successful at saving our historical black colleges and universities. It's not that we can't do it as a people. It's not that we don't desire great education as a people. It's not at all the fact or the ideal that some of us are lazy or that we are lazy as a people. That has nothing to do with it. What was missing was simply this. We needed a plan. And I would like to think that after presenting this plan for a consortium museum to be established in Atlanta and by our other historical black colleges and universities in their local community, we now have a plan that can be fulfilled to help save our black colleges and universities. And I know that because we are a people used to getting over hurdles and adversity, we will be successful at realizing the goals and objectives within this plan. We can do it. Again, my name is Preston Walker. I come to you from Simply Humanity with the ideal of establishing a consortium plan. And through this consortium plan, we can help save our black colleges and universities from financial ruin. We can, and we will.